Hi. The universe wants you to know that I'm sure you're feeling it in your physical body because I have, especially these past 2 days. Um, Wants me to remind you to take care of yourself. So listen to your body, whatever it's telling you it's needing. I've been sleeping like nonstop for like 2 days. Uh, Something going on with my throat chakra, solar plexus chakra. Not very fun stuff. Feeling kind of like I got hit by a truck, but just a reminder to take care of you as we move through this shift, this energy shift. I don't know, exactly when. Supposedly, I will have some notice, but pay attention to your body, listen to your body, respect your body. Yeah. Um, I just want to do a quick kind of overview of my ideas. Um, my plan is to actually put together like a whole kind of program. We'll call it a portal because you will be able to advance and increase in your frequency just by going through it. Not like an actual portal, but like a place. It's where all my information will be. And so my idea is there's 3 phases of our life. First phase is the building of the cocoon. That is what I call kind of all the conditioning, right? It's like we're born completely pure, a divine light, and then shit just starts happening. And that light keeps kind of getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. And so that's the building our cocoon. So we talk about in that phase, we're going to talk about your life story because that's a very important piece that needs to be heard, listened to, and felt before we can move on to any type of increase in frequency. We can't just be like, oh, yeah, well, this happened to me, but no big deal, right? That's what we try to do all the time on Earth. So that is going to be a very intense stage. I mean, they all are, but I think that one's going to probably be the most difficult because we're still going to be so much in our lower frequency when we begin. That's the whole point. Like, it's just to get to understand what this first phase of life is about for us, and why we had the traumas and the problems and the issues that we had growing up. So this is very much based in childhood, adolescence, early adult. The second phase is just so we're building the cocoon, and then the second phase is we're going to start dissolving the caterpillar. So that is intense as well. So step right in. Everyone will be so happy and excited to be part of my program. That is the most crucial step as well. We need to be in our cocoon to feel safe because our regulation, our self-regulation, our nervous system, because of what we went through growing up, we live in survival mode, which is very low frequency down here on Earth. It's like I don't know the hertz to hertz, but anyways, it's not a place that nobody wants to live, right? It's you feel like you're drowning, you're barely like keeping your head above water, you're fight, flight, or freeze, or complete opposite of shut down. And so we're going to understand our nervous system. We're going to understand our traumas. We're going to start alchemizing our pain. So we're going to start looking at our traumas and figuring out, understanding that we came to Earth with a soul contract, with our life already planned out. I know it's going to be really hard for people to understand this, and I totally understand, but all of our pain, all of our traumas that we've experienced, we chose in life. Some is hard to understand, like I could never survive losing a child. There's no way. So that was something I knew I couldn't go through, right? And so I know at least this lifetime I didn't. But we all choose specific experiences to go through so that we learn these specific lessons. And so it's kind of like we have this plan in life of we have all of these things that we want to learn in order to advance our soul, to evolve our, for evolution, to evolve our soul into a higher frequency. And so that phase 2, is really going to be about that, like understanding why we went through what we went through, and then trying to find meaning in it and trying to find the lessons behind it. Because until we can heal, we can't do that. And then until we can do that, we cannot metamorphosize into that butterfly. So last phase is metamorphosis, right? It's like once the cocoon the caterpillar, it doesn't turn into the butterfly. It completely dissolves, which I did not know that until recently. It completely just turns into this goo. And it's going to feel like it too. I'm not going to lie. Like, I have to be honest. This is a lot of work and it takes a lot of commitment, and it's not going to be comfortable. But it's going to be worth it. 1,000% worth it. So, just keep that in mind when you're going through some of the tough stuff. My journey is going to make it easier for you guys. I kind of took on a lot of pain and trauma in order to make it easier for others to ascend. But I had to do it alone, completely and totally alone. That was part of my process. But we're going to have a community here, and we're going to be supporting everybody, each other, going through the same shit that everybody else is. So I just want you to remember that as well. So yeah, final phase 3 obviously is the most beautiful. So we're turning all of that pain and muck and mud and hurt into something very beautiful. And that is service to others. So being able to now that we've unburied our light that had been dimmed year after year, minute after minute, either through parenting or schooling or acute traumas, whatever, it's finding that light again and learning how to shine it really bright. Because once you start shining your light, then you can start shining your light for others, and then they will also be able to find their light. And so that's kind of what we're here to do on this earth, and what I feel my true calling is. And so, I'm kind of, I've walked the map, I've walked the path to get to this point, and my gift to all of you is to map it out step by step. Obviously, it's going to be different for everybody. Your journey is your journey, but like, my belief is if you kind of understand and go through these, there's going to be steps within each phase. Obviously, it's not going to be quick. It's going to take as long as it's going to take, but as long as you're willing to be honest with yourself, because you have to be honest. There's no more lying, hiding, no more letting the ego. The second phase is the ego death, the death of the ego. We have to kill that ego. But first, we have to appreciate that ego. We have to thank it for all that it did for us, because it helped us survive. Like, those were all protectors, our protectors. The ego is not a bad thing. It just kind of evolves into a bad thing, because then it keeps us thinking that everything out there is unsafe and we have to protect ourselves. And so that's part of the process as well. I don't even know. I just lost my train of thought. Everybody's process is going to be different, but I think I have the wisdom because of my specific experiences that I've lived through, that I've grown through. My understanding is that because I'm in this position right now is because everything that was thrown at me, I was like Neo from the Matrix. I was like, just kidding. I was hit like a fucking ton of bricks, but I got back up and I found the spiritual meaning in it. I let myself feel. Oh yeah, I felt a lot of feelings. Every trauma that I went through, I felt a lot of feelings, but we have to face it, feel it, to go through it. And then try not let it harden us or build those walls even taller. that point is probably already passed though, because we have to start breaking down those walls and dissolving the caterpillar. But that's just kind of my main gist of what I've been working on and coming up with. I am trying to figure out what type of format to do this in, if I'm just going to do videos, or if I really want there to be a place where you guys can go and do your lessons on your own time, and not have to stop and rewind what I'm saying over and over again. So yeah, I guess we'll see. It's coming more and more together, so I'm excited, and I hope that you are too. And again, this is not, I want to make this very clear. This is like, I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm not telling you like I'm right and you're wrong. There's none of that. I'm just at a different frequency right now. And so you have to be able to understand at least that language to and have the willingness to be honest. Look at yourself. You have to face your shadows. That is one of the biggest things. It's not just facing your shadows, it's integrating your shadows as well. And we do some inner child work and some shadow work in that first stage, maybe second phase. We will be doing that, but we will be tapping into all of us. Like, we have this amazing, I just keep saying amazing because it's like the best word that I can describe it. Just unsourced tapped, unsourced. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, we have this inside of us that is covered up by all the layers. And so part of the unbecoming is using creativity, writing, journaling, painting, any types of arts, play, music for sure. We do a lot of healing with sounds, sound frequency. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. And, we're all gonna kind of turn into beautiful butterflies. Beautiful butterflies. All right. I think that's it for now. Universe wants you to know, enjoy your ride, because it's gonna happen and it will be good. All right. Bye, guys. Talk to you soon.